Hello students, you are watching online science class. We are here to present all the topics of the science from class 6 to 12. If you really like the content of our channel, please like and subscribe our channel and also press the bell icon to get the notification of latest video. So dear students, welcome again. Today we are going to start chapter number 13 of class 7. Here we are presenting part 2 of motion and time. We will provide the link of part 1 in our description section. Measurement of time. All of you know that different types of activity takes a different times, such as if we are going to take time to grow the crops inside the field, it can be measured from day to the month. But if you want to measure the time takes by a person to reach from his house to the office, this time will be take either in minute or hour. So whenever we are going to measure the time, we should have to take the precaution of the time frame. What is the time frame? Time frame is actually the time taken by any activity to be complete. So here we will understand the measurement of time. Just see a duration or movement in which a things occur. Different type of the activity takes a different time. It is very important. Is known as the time. With the help of a clock and watch, we generally measure the time. It is very difficult to think that how did the people in ancient time measure the time, as they did not have a clock or watch. In ancient time, the different countries having a different method to measure the time. In order to measure the time, ancient people used some natural event which repeated regularly after fixed time interval. Example, they found that the sun rises every day in the morning, so the time between one sun rises and the next was known as a day. In a similar manner, the time from one full moon to the next full moon was called month. So different countries, different region of the world having a different method to calculate their time, and they have made their own calendar by their own measurement or calculation method. A year was fixed as the time taken by Earth to complete one revolution of the sun. This is the measurement of the year. Many times measuring devices were used in different parts of the world before the pendulum clock became popular. Sundial, water clock, and sand clock are some examples of such devices. So different type of the devices are used to measure the time. Here we will see the model of the picture of the some measuring device. This is the water clock where the time is measured from water to complete from level 1 to the level 12. This is the water clock is used to measure the time. Next is the pendulum clock. All of you have seen this pendulum clock. Generally this pendulum clock is used to measure the time inside our houses or school or any type of the building. This is the sand clock you can make by your own self, because many students are very eager to make the sand clock by using this model. Next is the sundial. It is used the position of the sun to depict the time. This is a very easiest way to calculate the time. Quartz clock. Nowadays, this clock is very common inside our houses. They have an electric circuit that work with help of self. They provide accurate time. Now, instead of quartz clock, we are seeing a digital clock is also used. Digital clock is also used to measure time. Now we will understand the unit of the time. Second is the basic unit or standard unit. Different type of the units are measured by the used by the different persons, different country. But second is the very important thing is a basic unit or a standard unit of measuring the time, and it is represented by the symbol S. The larger unit of the time are minute or hour. These are the standard unit. As you know, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Different unit of the time are used depending on the need. Example, in order to express the longer time interval, the bigger unit of the time are used. Example, day, month and year. It depends upon the time frame in which the activity are completed. If the activity are not able to complete in a day, we will use month. If it is not able to complete in a month, we will use year. Such as the crop is the total time taken by any crop to fully grow will take a month, and the time taken by earth to complete one revolution of the sun is calculated by the year. So it totally depends upon the activity, how much time it is taking. On the frame of the time, we will use the unit of the time. All of you know, 1 day is equal to 24 hours, 1 month is equal to 30 days, and 1 year is equal to 12 months. These are some basic standards which are used, standards units of the time which are used generally in daily life. This is the periodic motion of simple pendulum. Just see very carefully what is the simple pendulum. Whenever, just see, this is the rigid support. We will suspend a bob, this is the metallic bob, with the help of the thread from a rigid support. This system is known as the simple pendulum. The length, just see, the length from the support to the center of the ball, this is very important, to the center of mass of the ball is calculated as the length of the simple pendulum. So this is the model of the simple pendulum. You can make it very easily from it with the help of different metallic balls. When we are going to move from its mean position, this is the mean position of the simple pendulum, this pendulum will start to oscillate. First it will go in extreme position B, then it will return to the mean position A, then it will start to move in extreme position C, then it will return to mean position A. So this motion from A to B, from B to A, from A to C and C to A is known as the one oscillation. This is known as the one oscillation, and time taken by the simple pendulum to complete one oscillation is known as the time period. This is known as the time period. Okay, just see, simple pendulum contain a bob. It is a metallic bob or stone which is suspended from a rigid stand with the help of the thread. Now we can define with the help of the language. Simple pendulum consists of the small metallic ball called bob, which is suspended by long thread from rigid support. Because generally in the examination this is asked to explain the working of the simple pendulum, such that bob is free to swing back and forth, the to and fro motion, this is very important. The to and fro motion of simple pendulum is an example of periodic or oscillatory motion. Galileo was the first person to study the motion of the pendulum. Pendulum complete every swing or every oscillation in exactly the same time provided by its length should be kept in constant. If it will remain constant, we will keep the length of the pendulum remain constant, the time taken by simple pendulum to complete one revolution will always remain same. The pendulum is said to have completed one oscillation when its bob starting from mean position F moved to D to E and then back to F. The pendulum also complete one oscillation when its bob move from one extreme position D to other extreme position E and come back to D. So we can take the example from any of position of this pendulum. This is the position of the pendulum. Suppose if this is the D, this is the E, this is the C, pendulum will start to move from D to E, then E to C, then C to E, then it again raise to D. When it will come back to again its initial position, then it is known as the one complete oscillation. Now, time period and frequency. This is the definition, very important definition. The time taken by pendulum to complete one oscillation is called its time period. The time period of a pendulum depends on its length. It is very important. If we are going to change the length of the pendulum, its time period will be changed. The length of pendulum is the length of the thread from the point of suspension to the center of the bob. I have told you earlier how the length of the pendulum are calculated. Suppose this is the bob, this is the center of the bob, then the actual length of the pendulum, suppose this length is the 10 centimeter and from surface to the center is 0.5 centimeter, then the total length is 10.5 centimeter. This is very important because its length is calculated from point of suspension to the center of the bob. This is the length of the pendulum. Frequency. Frequency is the number of occurrence of the repeating event per unit time. The period is duration of the time of one cycle in repeating a event. So period is the reciprocal of the frequency. Suppose if you would like to understand, we can understand in a simple language, frequency is the number of revolution per unit time. Okay, dear students, we are taking an example. Here, a simple pendulum takes 5 seconds to complete 20 oscillations. Then, what is the time period and frequency of pendulum? As we know, the definition of the time period, the time taken by any object to complete one oscillation. So, how we will calculate it in 20 oscillation. Time is equal to 5 seconds. Then time taken to complete one oscillation is equal to 5 upon 20. that is equal to 1 upon 4 second. This is the time period. So what is the time period of the simple pendulum? The time period is 4 second. 1 upon 4 seconds, sorry. The time period is 1 upon the time period is 1 upon 4 second. And we know the formula of frequency is one upon time period. So it is equal to 1 upon 4, that is equal to 4 hertz. So by this way we can calculate the value of the frequency and time period of any object. Now oscillatory motion, we can define it, the to and fro motion of the pendulum is called oscillatory motion. The bob of pendulum does move from center of the pendulum to its extreme position on other side. So this is known as the oscillatory motion. When the bob moves from its center to its extreme end, it is said to be complete one oscillation. We have understood in our previous topic that what is the one oscillation. Now the definition of the time period is the time taken by pendulum or bob to complete one oscillation is called time period. These are the definitions which are generally asked in our examination. Measuring speed. We have learned how to measure distance and time. We can calculate the speed of any object. Now we should learn how to measure the speed by doing activity. So there are different ways by which the speed of an object are calculated. Many of all of you have seen the speedometer, which are generally used in bike or car. What is the speedometer? The speedometer is an instrument on which vehicle is dashboard, which indicate the speed of the vehicle when it is moving. This instrument tells us the speed of running vehicle at the instant of the time in kilometer per hour. So this is the use of the speedometer. If the needle is at 80, it means that the vehicle is moving at the speed of 80 km per hour. So this is known as a speedometer. Now odometer. What is odometer? Many all of you have seen that on a car dashboard or bike dashboard there is a one instrument which always indicates the total distance covered by the vehicle. It is known as the odometer. An instrument which is used for measuring the distance traveled by vehicle is known as odometer. This instrument measures the distance in kilometer. Usually a small rectangular window within a speedometer dial with the symbol kilometer as showing in figure gives the meter odometer reading. Now in many car and vehicles the digital speedometer and odometer both are using. Now in latest technology these speedometer and odometer are using in digital way. This is the revision of unit of measuring time and speed. Time are measured with these following units. As you have learned earlier, the smallest unit of the time is second, then minute, and largest unit is hour. Similarly, this is the unit of the speed. If the distance is in meter and time in second, the speed is meter per second. If the distance is in meter and time in minute, then the speed is meter per minute. If the distance is in kilometer and time in hour, then this unit of speed is kilometer per hour. So these are the unit of speed. Thanks students. Thanks for watching complete video. Please like and subscribe our channel and also press the bell icon to get the notification of latest video. We will present our next video very soon. Thanks all of you.